Gaming Hall of Fame is getting a brand new inductee. A Tony Award winner is writing music for a new TV show. And finally, we'll check in with Ray and see what's going on in the tech world. I'm Aaron Barogan, and you're watching RAMtv. A man who has brought us so much joy in expansive open worlds such as Fallout 4 and Skyrim, Todd Howard, the director of both those games, is now being conducted into the Gaming Hall of Fame. Howard has been named as the 22nd inductee to the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences Hall of Fame. However, this won't be his first award. Howard actually received a Lifetime Achievement Award as well. Howard's never been the kind of person to slow down or not get what he wants to go for. Matter of fact, as a college student in the early 90s, Howard literally knocked on Bethesda's door to ask for a job. He officially started with the company in '94, and the Terminator Future Shock was his first credit at Bethesda. He was later a designer on Elder Scrolls II Daggerfall, which was in '96, and then became a project lead for the 1998 Elder Scrolls Adventures Redguard. After that, he continued with the franchise through Elder Scrolls III Morrowind, Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion, and finally as the director of Skyrim. DICE Awards ceremony will be held on February 23, 2017 in Las Vegas, where Howard will actually be receiving the award from Pete Hines, another Bethesda veteran. The DICE Award nominees have not been announced yet, and I should probably take this chance to clarify, DICE here stands for Develop, Innovate, Communicate, Entertain. They are not connected with the developers of Battlefield, DICE. And Pokemon Go. Yep, it's not out of our headlines yet, so we're going to tell you about it and how they've actually released in more countries. The developer of Pokemon Go, Niantic, has announced that this popular game is now available in South Asian countries. Those countries include India, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh. In a blog post, Niantic had a special message for their fans in India. They say, quote, "We appreciate your patience during the last few months while we worked on bringing Pokemon Go to your country." Niantic has also confirmed that it partnered with telecom company Reliance Jio Infocom to bring Pokemon Go to India. Niantic says, quote, "With the partnership, nearly 3,000 Jio stores and partner locations will become Pokestops and gyms," unquote. There's also a special offer for some of those Jio customers, which allows them to download and play the Pokemon Go game without getting hit with data charges. As well as releasing in other countries, Pokemon Go has also done a holiday update, which has released new Pokemon such as Pichu and Togepi, as well as a holiday Pikachu that you could catch. Let's give Ray a call and see what's happening in the tech world.
Hey guys, it's me, Ray again. Sorry, I'm talking low again. People are sleeping, but let's get into the news. Microsoft has announced that it's bringing Cortana to the Internet of Things, so toasters, refrigerators, and stuff around your house will now be able to have Cortana if that device has a screen, and it is new products. Microsoft didn't say anything about bringing Cortana to existing devices that existing Internet of Things that have screens. But I'm really excited to see where this goes. The first speaker that has Cortana on it is from Harman Kardon that is going to be released in 2017. It's pretty much an Amazon Echo clone. I am really excited for that product because Microsoft is getting out of some of the categories like Windows Mobile, Windows Phone. They're scaling back production and scaling back projections for that. And they just canceled the Microsoft Band 3, like unexpectedly, really. So hopefully this is a new revenue stream for Microsoft, which they're doing fine. Office 365 and their business sector is doing great, but it really is exciting for as a consumer to have something more from Microsoft besides Windows on our PCs. In other news, Uber just launched their self-driving program in San Francisco. They've been testing in Pittsburgh for a while. However, it just launched today, and there have already been problems with the vehicles. It seems that a few of the self-driving cars Uber has have been passing red lights. They have said that it is because of human error, and that those drivers who drive those cars are not suspended, and they are doing an investigation. However, the idea of self-driving cars and passing red lights has not stopped people from worrying that this may happen, and it's a big safety issue, because who will be at fault, really? And on top of that, the DMV in California has said that Uber must suspend its operations in San Francisco because they do not have the proper permits at this time as I'm recording this. So it's really interesting that Uber is launching this program. These things are happening, and now they need to scale back. Uber has said that in the future, a lot of the vehicles, not all of the vehicles that Uber operates, that Uber has supervision of, will be self-driving, but it is a step in the future for the company, and this is a setback. I'm not sure who will drive in a self-driven car. I know I would, but I think I will need that human driver just in case anything goes wrong. And the final story for tonight is actually kind of a serious one. If you ever have a Yahoo account, like many of us do or have had, Yahoo has admitted that it is possible that over 1 billion people's information was compromised in a hack around a year ago. The big thing though is that any financial information was not compromised. However, usernames, birth dates, security questions, all that was compromised. It's very worrying too, because this goes to show that even Yahoo, one of the big giants of tech, even though Yahoo is always the butt of the joke of innovation in Silicon Valley, it's still a very, very big name. A lot of people still use Yahoo.com and Yahoo services like Yahoo Sports and Yahoo Fantasy Football. It just is really worrying. Just make sure that if you have a Yahoo account, that you change passwords, you change your financial information. Even though it's not compromised, you should still update and make sure you have the most current card on file just in case. And really just stay safe. But yeah, that's all I have for tonight. Back to you, Aaron. Aaron, can you hear me? Aaron, please stop singing Hamilton. Please, I haven't seen the play. Please.
Thanks, Ray. Lin Manuel Miranda, the writer of one of the biggest hits on Broadway right now, Alexander Hamilton, is also now going to be writing the music for a new TV show, The Kingskiller Chronicles. And that show finally has its showrunner.
No control, who lives, who dies, who tells your story.
John Rogers, the creator of The Librarians, will be writing the pilot and executive producing the upcoming TV series based on the Kingskiller Chronicles books by Patrick Rothfuss. This news comes via Deadline, who also says Jennifer Court, who's the head development at Rogers Kung Fu Monkey Company, will also be an executive producer. Rogers' credits include co-creating and show-running Leverage, creating and running The Librarians, as well as creating and being the executive producer on The Player. Hamilton's Lin-Manuel Miranda was announced as the head of musical development and creative producer on the show. The show is based off of a popular fantasy book series. Only 2 of the 3 books in that series has actually been written and come out. In 2015, Lionsgate announced they would be developing a movie, TV show, and video game based on the books, and there's even talk of a possible stage adaptation coming in down the line. With most movies, TV shows, they want to be popular. They want to affect our culture. And 25 movies have just been added to the National Film Registry for doing just that. The National Film Reservation Board announced today this year's 25 additions to the National Film Registry. The registry is a collection of movies that will be preserved forever. The registry is a list of American movies that are culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant to be preserved by the U.S. Library of Congress. This year's selections include well-known movies as well as lesser-known movies. Again, it doesn't matter whether or not they're popular, it's just about their significance. Movies are nominated by public for selection, and then the National Film Preservation Board consults with film curators to decide which films are nominated and eventually selected. Again, there's 25 movies on that list, so I'm not going to spend your time and list them all off, but I will name 3 of my favorite. The Princess Bride, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and I want to jump way back in time to the black and white Steamboat Bill Jr. starring Buster Keaton. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw today. Make sure you like, subscribe, share with your friends, leave comments, let us know what you want to hear about. Join us next week to keep up to date with your video game tech and nerd culture news. Do you RAM?